Peep this. Ether is not on the periodic table because it is not a real element. It is a hypothetical substance from ancient medieval science, often referred to as the fifth element or quintessence, which was once believed to fill the space beyond the earth and act as a medium for light to travel through. But its existence was disproven by some white NPC by the name of Michelson-Morley experiment, meaning it has no place on the periodic table. Although ancient Greeks and other civilizations believed ether as a fundamental element that permeated the universe. Let's take a look. Ether is the element proposed by Dmitri Mendeleev, the creator of the periodic table, to be the element that composes empty space. The creator of the periodic table had ether on there, and it's the element that composes empty space. Meaning if that element is not there, then there is no element to compose the empty space. Fills the region. Says it right there. Beyond the terrestrial. What? What year was ether removed from the periodic table? Right there. If it was removed, that means it was on there. If it was removed, it was on there. Ether and the books before 1920, for the reset. Did you know that ether was removed off the periodic table in 1908? I'm pretty sure you didn't know that. Why do you think they got rid of ether in 1908? They saw those ether radiator capacitors that these idiots thought were fireplaces. They saw the ether connectors on all the Tartarian buildings. They knew exactly what was going on, and they said, yeah, we're going to get rid of this off the periodic table because we don't want them asking no questions about this ether. Y'all want me to show y'all how ether works on these buildings? I'm going to show y'all how ether works on all these Tartarian buildings, how it was extracted through the tops of these antennas. And a lot of these antennas look like crosses. And I'm going to show you why they look like crosses, because you're going to see the formation of the ether coming through into the building right now.
Tartaria, right? Did you know that they literally caught a building on film getting energy from the ether? That's what these buildings were for. Exactly what all these buildings went so high up. Think about churches too, collecting the energy of the atmosphere. Allegedly free energy. And it's said that these buildings had somewhat of batteries inside of them because they collect the charge and add to the battery, which they no longer have in them anymore. They've been taken out sometime in the past history. And allegedly, all the people who end up learning how to use the ether to make this energy, which is free to supply energy to all things, these people end up just going missing. It's wild.
Now you know why they took away the buildings. Now you know why they took away the antennas. Because they would have given us the ability to connect to all that is. Feel it one with life. Not just close to us. It contains all the wisdom of the ages, and our guides and teachers in spirit exists in this state or element. This is how you stay connected to your Akashic records. This is how you feel one with all. This is how you never feel alone. This is how you don't have depression. Because you're connected to everything. You're connected to source, like a tree. Think about that. Like a tree, you're connected to source. Everything. That's why they took away ether. That's why they don't want you to know about ether. That's why it's not on the periodic table. What is ether element in alchemy? The fifth element, known as ether or quintessence. Essentia, funny they made a water out of that now, is the invisible, vital force that gives life and structure to the universe, an internal light pulsing through all forms and beings. Aristotle described it as the prime mover of the universe. If it's the prime mover of the universe, why would you remove it off the periodic table? If it connected us to spirit and all that is, why would you remove it off the periodic table? The invisible vital force that gives life and structure to the universe. Why would you move it off the periodic table? Unless whatever ether resonates with, you don't resonate with. This is why Tartarians could live in their buildings, breathe air, and not need food. Because they were connected to ether, like a fucking tree. You're connected to the heavens. You're connected to the ground source. It is the element that connects all. This is why you go through life feeling empty, feeling like something is missing. This is why you get cancer. You're not connected to source. There is no ether. Why do you think there's spraying barium, strontium, and aluminum in our air, in our ether, every day, making it mucky and dirty and inaccessible? And then they want to tell you it doesn't exist. I just proved to you it exists. Not only does it exist, symbol for ether, a hexagram and Star of David with a dot in the middle. Go research it yourself. Look at that. That's the symbol for ether. Take your time. Yeah, I know what that symbol is. Who uses that symbol? You know what we need? We need our own occult. We need to take this symbol and become, you know, like they got like the Akatsuki in Naruto. We need to become like ether ninjas around here. That's it. We need to focus on ether. They took away the ether. They took away our source. They took away the prime mover to the universe. I don't give about nothing else. That's what we need back. That's what we need back. Focus on this. Peace.